Hello. I want to talk a little bit about what may come up for you in a relationship or connection if it hasn't already come up. And that is the question of what do I do when my partner or the other side is unpredictable in the way that they communicate? They're not very consistent. And I have expectations that there will be more consistent communication. Um, and they seem very directed in how they will communicate, and they seem to be in the driver's seat in terms of the communication experience in the connection or relationship. So, what I would say is that the moment you feel that there is something missing, it is an opportunity for you to ask yourself a deeper question. And the deeper question is, which part of me really wants this right now? And that question then becomes an invitation for you to look deeper within yourself through self-reflection and review your past experiences to uncover why is it that there is something missing in the situation for you. And you may find that if you're on the side of I'm not getting the connection and the amount of time and the communication I need, you may find that in looking deeper, you discover that there was an incident or an episodic memory, which you can just say a past memory for all practical purposes, where there was a perception that you did not get that which you wanted. And when there's a perception that something is missing, meaning there is a void that is left uncovered, then you are going to do everything to fill that void so that you do not have to deal with uncertainty. You're going to give yourself certainty by filling that void. Now, let's for a moment step back from you and look at the other side. The other side, if they're unable to service your request in a way that satisfies you, then either one, their practical situation may be such that they cannot, which can be given the benefit of the doubt, or there may be something deeper going on for them as well. And that deeper something is probably something along the lines of exactly what you are experiencing, which is also a wounding and hurt that comes from a past experience, except their reaction to it was to say, I am not going to put any more time and energy into this unless I know that I'm going to get what I want out of the situation. So both of you had a wounding, a very similar wounding, except your external responses from your internal wounding are different. And so now you have an opportunity, if you are partnered or if you're coupled, there's an opportunity for you to look at this and see if a fair exchange can be had in the situation. But if that doesn't happen, it still would be beneficial for you to go in and look at your part in it and your wounding in it, because that is going to give you more freedom on the other side. And why would this even be important for you to consider doing? Well, yes, it's the freedom, but that's not enough to make you want to do it, right? If you look deeper, you may recognize that because you had taken the opposite stance, you are now cutting off your ability to choose in different ways. So when we can choose in different ways, we give ourselves options depending on the context and the circumstances of our situation, which we talked about briefly there. Okay, so the belief shift you must have is that you are benefited no matter what, by looking at the situation a little deeper and going in deeper to address your part in it. And when you can take this stance, you are likely to bring forth an openness and generosity in your heart, which will help the other side, your partner, to relax, your connection to relax in the connection. Or you may choose that it has consistently not changed in your situation, or it's not where you want it to be, and therefore you may choose not to keep that connection in your life. And even a third possibility is that you may look deeper into your current situation that you are in and say, perhaps at this point in time, there's no point in asking for deeper connection because right where I am this moment, I cannot myself support a deeper connection. So do you see how you now have more choices available to you than you did previously? So that's the power of choice that you get back when you do your inner work, your inner shift to opening your heart to the situation. But if you cut yourself off and say that was unloving of this person and I want to just move on, then perhaps, and I'm not saying this is always true, but perhaps there was an opportunity that was missed to be with someone who could be a great partner in many other areas. So it's very situation by situation, case by case. But in order to see with clarity, if you have your own wounding or hurt addressed, then it allows you to step out of your immediate stress response or reactionary response to a situation and step back and take a more objective, balanced, unbiased response in the equation and bring forth perhaps a more open communication through which you can grow the intimacy in the relationship, to grow and build the trust in the relationship, and to bring forth a foundation that is more solid to have a connection on. Or perhaps you have the ability to make that decision that is best for you in the moment. But instead of struggling with your choice, you become more easeful with your choice. You become more certain within yourself as to what you are and you are able to give and not able to give. And when we really step into our authenticity will actually allow us to go in multiple ways depending on the situation without judging ourselves and others for being a certain way. And so stepping into authenticity looks like the power of choice, basically. And this is what starts to open you up to the potential that life has to offer, because you start to realize that everything in life is an opportunity to uncover and open yourself at a deeper level in your life. Have a good day.